We live? Yeah. Strick City. Woo! Strick City. All over the world.
City, man, we live. Yo, Strick City on the ride. Yo, look like surprise. Yo, taking your city like we live. Yo, man, we live. Yo, taking your city like surprise. Yo, on the ride. Yo, Strick City coming live. Yo.
Hey guys, we are live. Your boy DJ Strick the Legend right here. And man, it's good to say that. And I'm excited today because we got a great show coming your way. And without further ado, I'm not going to say much. I got to go ahead and get my girl Alo on with me so we can talk about the guest that we have today because he's, oh my God, just to have him spend time with us is going to be amazing. So, Alo, what's up, girl?
Hey. How y'all doing out there?
Hey, are you excited about today's show as much as I am?
Strick, you know me, man. I am always super excited. And today is just going to be another scorcher. It's another hot one. I'm excited.
Hey, listen, I'm really, really excited about this guest. And before we actually get to a guest, we got to do our part to tell people how they can actually share this and be a part of our show tonight.
Okay.
So can you give them the rules, please?
Okay, so everybody, as you come in, come on in the room. Okay, so you guys, if you've seen our show before, then you already know how we get down. It is very, 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 very simple. What we want you to do is share this video live. You have to be watching live now. You can't come back watching YouTube later trying to share it. It don't work like that, all right?
Right.
So what you got to do is share this video live and post your Cash App. And once you do that, at the end of this, once we're done recording, Strick and I will choose maybe one or two lucky people to receive a little blessing in your Cash App. I mean, it could be the easiest few dollars that you'd have made tonight, okay? All you got to do is share this video, post your Cash App, and
we got you. It's really that simple. Like we want to give away cash money to somebody.
Yes, we want to be a little blessing to you. We know all this stuff is going on with COVID-19, COVID-19. What I say?
Oh, you called him COVID
baby.
or something.
Coronavirus, Cardi B boys. So we know all this stuff is going on with coronavirus. And we really just want to be a little blessing to you for supporting us and to hanging out with us for this next few hours, man. So just go ahead, share this video, post your Cash App, and you too could be a winner.
Could be a winner. So, hey, I know, just like me, you've already done your homework. This gentleman I've known for a real long time.
Yes.
But didn't know all of the details about some of the places he's been. I only know some of the places. So reading his bio, I was like, oh, my God, this guy's been all over the world in the music business from a radio standpoint. And you actually have did your homework and have done better than me of knowing this stuff. So you want to do the part of the introduction?
Hey, man, you know how I do. I get really, really excited about these shows. Even if I've been knowing these people for years, like it's been just, we've had some really amazing guests. And today is no different. If you want to know about anything that you don't know anything about, what do? I mean, usually Google, you know what I'm saying? But when you're Googling, you want to hear from the professionals. You want to hear facts and information from the people who have lived the life, who have done the work. You want to hear from those people. So if you want to know anything about the entertainment, the broadcast, or the radio business, the person you need to contact is none other than Chris Coleman. This man has been DJing most of his life, and he has had a lot of great advice by somebody really, 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 really close to him who was able to teach him the game at even just a young age. And I mean, he has been everywhere, worked everywhere. Now I'm gonna have to put my notebook out for this because baby, these letters are long, okay? Bear with the girl for a second while I go through this.
Let's get it, eh? Let's do it.
I got it, okay? let's see here. He has DJ'd at some of the most upscale clubs in Birmingham, Alabama. He has worked at WENN in Birmingham, Alabama, WFXE Foxy 105 in Columbus, Georgia, WBLX The Beats in Mobile, Alabama, WBHJ 95.7 Jams, WEUP in Huntsville, Alabama, WIZF 100.9 The Wiz in Cincinnati,
Okay.
WBHK 98.7 Kiss FM, Radio One's WOSL Old School 100.3 I'm Not Done, iHeartRadio, WZHT Hot 105.7, WWMG Magic 97.1, WHLW Hallelujah 104.3, and currently you can hear Chris Coleman every Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the V94.9, the variety, baby. Woo! I made it.
Yes,
Yes,
you
that man
did.
is that awesome. So,
That's
yes,
what's
if you
up.
want to know anything about radio, the person you need to talk to is our guest today, Mr. Chris Coleman. Welcome to Strick City.
My
Hey,
dude.
man, it's love to be
My
here in Strick
dude.
City, man. Thank
Glad to
y'all for
have you
having me
on.
here with y'all. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
Listen,
man.
listen. She actually ran down a whole list of things about Chris
A
Coleman. Chris,
whole
I
laundry list.
didn't know that you have been like all over the world in
All over.
radio, man. Like
Hey,
your journey is long, brother. But listen, I recognize greatness when I see it, dude. Thank you so very much for everything you've done for me personally in radio, all the support, all the advice, dude. You are the man. So
Yes.
glad to
well,
have you
man,
out
thank you so
tonight.
much, man. I say this all the time, and I use this word a lot. And I even said it to my big homie, Big Prophet, sitting over there. I even said it to him before that I'm just a vessel. um, and I'm only being used as the way God wants me to be used. It's been peaks and valleys, it's been ebbs and flows, it's been ups and downs, man. But you know that old saying, I have my good days and my bad days, but I tell you right now, man, my good days have always outweighed my bad days. And on the bad days, they really weren't bad days though; they were teachable moments to teach me so I could turn the bad days into good days.
So saying that you've been like at several radio stations, whether it's on air talent, whether it's DJ and mixes. I would say back in was 92, 93, like the call from Ricky Smiley to be on his TV show to be the DJ for
This
that.
it was it was
How was that?
it was really. I will tell you how that went. It was really 2001 when I got that phone call from Ricky. Ricky called me out of the blue. I was on the air at the time, and he called my cell phone when I was in Huntsville, and he said, "Hey man, what are you doing?" I said, "Ricky, I'm on the air." He said, "Oh man, I forgot. It's 12 o'clock out here." I'm like, "Well, where are you?" He said, "I'm in BET here in Beverly Hills." And I said, "Okay." I said, "What's going on?" He said, "I need you to get out here as soon as you can. I got a plane ticket waiting on you down there in Birmingham. It's gonna fly you straight here to Burbank. I'm gonna pick you up in the airport. I want you to be my DJ for my show." I'm like, "Ricky, I got a whole job here. I'm the assistant program director here. I just can't leave like that." You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I said, "Dude, you're gonna have to wait till I get off the air so me and you can talk." So after that happened, I went in and talked to my program director at the time, which was Steve Murray, and told him about it. He got excited, like, "Wait a minute, man, you about to be on TV?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm be the DJ for Ricky Smiley's show that he's starting at BET." And
Wow.
we had to convince the owner. They gave me like 30 days off because it was going to take 30 days. And I flew out there. Ricky picked me up and everything was laid out, man. I got there, I stayed at the Lucille Ball's Hotel, which was the Hilton right there in Burbank. Yeah,
Nice.
Lucy. I stayed at Lucy's Hotel.
Nice.
Wow.
So he had me a room there. And for 30 days, I recorded with Rick. We did the whole season in 30 days.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I came back home for a second because we was getting ready we got picked up for another season. So I was coming back so I can come here to finish work. And then by the time I got back here, that job I had in Huntsville wasn't there anymore. So Rick was like, "Don't worry about it. We'll be okay, blah, blah." Then that job kind of fills it away because BET started changing upper management.
Gotcha.
So at that time, this is 2000, going into 2002. The only job I had at the time was I was syndicated on about 5 other radio stations. I was on in Wilmington, North Carolina, Cincinnati, Ohio, Shreveport, Louisiana. I was on here in Birmingham, and then I was on at another radio station that's not here anymore in Lake Charles, Louisiana. So I was on about 5 different stations.
Now,
So I
where
was
were you
able
at
to.
with that? Like, I didn't see that in the bio, Chris. Where were you at with that one? Like, what you
Well,
with
those were
a
just me
conglomerate
just
at that time?
syndicating. No, no. What? So let me explain that to you. Those would just be sending my mixes out. It wasn't that I was working there.
I
I was
got you.
just sending mixes to them.
I got
Gotcha.
you.
And that right there kept me kind of employed with call letters, and these were some of my old program directors that I've worked for earlier, trying
Gotcha.
to keep me in the game, because once you're out the game, it's hard to get back in.
Right.
And they were like, dude, you got a talent. You're a mixer. Just mix, dude. We got you. And I'd never forget the phone call I got in '02. It was July of, no, it wasn't. It was June of '02. I had been in Cincinnati at the time for about 3 or 4 weeks. And my popularity had grew in 3 to 4 weeks to where the program director, who happens to be a very, very good friend of mine, she's now the operations manager for about 5 stations in Houston. My girl, Terry Thomas. Terry picked up the phone and called me. We'd worked together in Columbus. That's what I'm saying, man. Everything comes full circle.
Right.
She did middays when I was doing nights. So she called me. She said, hey, I need somebody to come up here and do afternoons, and you're the only one I want.
Wow.
She was like, I ain't accepting nobody else's resume. You the guy, send your stuff.
Yeah.
And I went up there, went through the interview, and came back here, packed my bags, and me and my wife was in Cincinnati in '02. I got there, took the afternoon show. When I got there, it was ranked number 5. And in a year, I took it from number 5 to number 1 in
Wow.
1 year.
Wow.
And I stayed number 1 till I left there in '05. So I got real estate there in Cincinnati.
Right. So saying all that, Chris, and I really wanted to set the scene with A-Lo giving some of your bio stuff, you sharing some of your journey in radio, so people will know. Like, there's people from all over the country that's going to see this and may not know. So now you get a gist of this person has been in radio for years, several different radio stations, had to grind, stayed in the business, and now, all right, now he has his own network. Let me say that. He has his own network, Chris Coleman Network, and he is the program director for V94.9, who is owned here in Birmingham, Alabama, by a black man. Now, why is that so important? It's important because over the years, I would say, I don't know how long ago it was, but we did have a black-owned radio station. A radio station was purchased, and there really wasn't, as far as FM radio goes, let me say that, because there was a bunch of radio stations. There's still radio stations here in town right now that are owned by black men. But right now, Chris is partnering with Courtney French, and they are working together to bring something very new to the city. Can you kind of explain like where you are right now and how it is working with Courtney with this new venture?
Yeah. This all started back in, I want to say November of 2017. No, it wasn't. It was 2016. I picked up the phone and I called Courtney and I said, hey, man, I got this party I'm going to start doing in Birmingham once a month. How would you like to invest in it? Usually when I call Courtney and say, let's do something, he's like, let's go.
Right.
What you need? This time he said, I might need something from you, man. What are you doing Wednesday? I remember calling him on a Monday. I said, Wednesday, I have nothing planned. Can you drive up from Montgomery? Sure. I'll be there. Where we meeting? Meet me at Brio's. Okay. Drive to Brio's, get out the car. Walk in, Courtney's there. We sit down, get a drink. And he says, hey, man, I want to talk to you about something. He said, I just bought a radio station here in Birmingham. So you know me, I'm looking at him with my eyes open like, you did what?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, man, let me tell you what I bought. He said, I bought WATV. If you had to buy this station, how much would you pay for it?
Mm.
And I said, I don't know, man. $500,000, because I'm looking at WATV's call letters, and I'm looking at the heritage. And then my dad worked at that radio station with
Right,
Shelley
right,
and Fosh and all of them. I grew up in that radio station. I
right.
met my wife in that radio station.
Wow.
So I told Courtney, I said, $500,000? He said, got it less than that. So I'm like, you bought an AM station? I'm like, Courtney, AM is cool, man, but you gonna have to go FM with this thing. He
Yeah.
said, those are my plans.
Wow.
He said, but right now we got an AM station. So I didn't know behind the scenes he had already been working out a deal to get an FM signal.
Gotcha.
So after I signed on with him June 1st, then he said, now I can talk to you because at the time you was under contract. I really couldn't tell you what's going on till I got you out of the contract. Now I got you out your contract. This is what's going on. I bought an FM station that we signed on after the first of the year. I said, in 2018, he's like, yeah. He said, you're the only one I want to run it.
Wow.
He said, you know this city like the back of your hand. You're well connected here. You have a following here. You have real estate here.
Yeah.
People know who you are. He said, I got to build this station, and the only one I know who can build it is you. And I looked at him like, dude, we have, so many radio stations here in Birmingham. Which direction do you want to go? He said, that's why I'm hiring you. You tell me what direction to go.
Wow, so he really just put it in your hands to help him move this thing. Now, Courtney is actually, Courtney French is an attorney here in the city of Birmingham, and he's doing good work. But to now have this business venture with Chris Coleman, and we're in year number 2?
So what now?
We're in year number 2?
What,
the second year of the radio station?
Well, I'm the, he's the head honcho.
Right.
He gives me the keys to drive it.
I'm saying this is the second year of.
This is year number 2.
Gotcha.
We've been in for 2 years.
So out of this time, Chris, could you tell me like some of the things that you like, what you plan, and not just from a business standpoint, but maybe some of the things that haven't gone the way you thought it would go, or some of the surprises you've got in your position with this radio station now?
Yeah, oh man, let me tell you, I'm at a position to talk about it now.
Right.
When we first put this station on, you guys, he asked me, Chris, what direction are we going? And at that time, I had to tell him, I said, Courtney, you gotta let me think about this, man, because we got a Kiss, we got a Jams, we got a Hot 107.7, we got the Beat, you got all these other urbans here. What can we do that nobody else is doing?
Right.
And I remember at the age of 10, I was at the A.G. Gaston Boys Club, and Dr. A.G. Gaston used to come by all the time. And I remember him sitting around talking to us, and I raised my hand. And I said, Dr. Gaston, how did you become rich? He said, son, I found a need and I filled it.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Now, keep in mind, he told that to a 10-year-old.
Right.
That perplexed me, y'all, for about 5 years. You know what I got what he was talking about? I was about 16, a sophomore in high school, in my English class. And in the middle of the class, I said, ooh. And my teacher said, what's wrong? I said, nothing. It caught me at 16. It took me 5 years. That bothered me because I came and told my dad, I said, man, I asked Dr. Gaston, how did he become rich? He said he found a need and he filled it. He said, yeah, that's exactly what he did. I said, what do you mean by that? He said, look it up. Figure it out. The only way you're going to learn this is figuring it out. And so Courtney I kept listening to the radio stations and listening here, and they just didn't they didn't sound like Birmingham. Everybody sounded mechanical. Everybody playing the same stuff. Nobody's being original. And I started saying, this need to be a WENN 2.0, because one thing about WEN, they played to the community. They was a community-driven radio station.
Right.
And I was listening to radio stations, not being involved in Ansley, not being involved in Fairfield, not being involved in Roosevelt City, not being involved in anywhere in the community, These folks needed a voice, and I said, that's the boy.
Wow.
So I went to Courtney. I said, man, look, the name of the station is V94.9. The V stands for variety. We can also call it the V stands for void. We're gonna fill the void. We're gonna be the need, not be the need. We're gonna be the need. And Courtney was like, okay, let's run with that. I'm looking at him like, you don't want to come in? Nope. Let's go.
That's it.
So I was like, okay. And everything that I wanted, man, he gave it to me. You know, the studio, the van, you know, staff, stuff to give away, stuff like that that we need. And I started coming up with that's why I started asking him, yo, man, what direction you want to go with this? He said, whatever direction you want to take it.
Wow.
So, you know, one of the pitfalls of this is that when we signed this station on, with my popularity and Courtney's popularity, we thought that black businesses was going to just
jump
run
on
over
board
themselves getting in there to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sad to say, man, they haven't.
Wow.
You know,
Why you think that
we
is,
right
Chris?
in the heart of Inslee, and there are a bunch of African American businesses around there,
Right.
and we have only had 1 in 2 years to come in there to do business with us.
Why you think that is, Chris? Why do you think that we are it takes us so long to catch on to what's going on and support one another?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Strick. I don't have the answer to that question. I know that I support black businesses.
Right.
Before this coronavirus hit, I went down to Magic City Grill once a week and bought a meal. You know, I go to Lena's for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? I go to Breeze out here in Brighton. You know, I would go to the Plum Bar to have a drink. I would go to Dirty Ashes to have a drink. I go to the Vault. If you had a black business and I knew about it, I was coming to support that business. I think it's what we need now with the current administration that we have in office now. Black folk need to start supporting black folk.
Got you.
I'm not saying that we can't support white businesses, because I'm not saying don't go to the Galleria. I'm not saying don't go to the Summit. I'm saying we have black businesses here. And here's what got me there, Strick, that if we spent 3 to 5% of our money in the black businesses a year in America, do you know how much money the African American community can make?
It would be a lot.
About $98 billion with a B.
Wow.
Now that's a lot of money.
Yes.
And what bothers me is no black businesses are gonna come in there and say, hey, what can you do for me? And the station has so many ways to get the word out about you. We got an app that's on our own. We're on Alexa, we're Google Play, we're your Apple Store, we're on CarPlay. We just like Spotify. You can download the V94.9 app and listen to us right now.
Wow.
And you can hear that all over the world. Okay, we got a website that just won an Abby Award as the best website in the state of Alabama.
Wow.
Okay, you got three award winners in their radio station. Curtis Bell is in the Blues Hall of Fame. Ron January is an icon who has won, I think 2 years ago, he was inducted into the Alabama Radio Hall of Fame. I have an Abby Award, and now I've just been awarded, best program director in the country with Radio Inc. So
that's right. We were going to get to that, Chris.
All of that talent.
We were going to get to that
in Inslee, and you can't get black folks to come invest in it. That right there is amazing. And here's another one here, Strick. You remember hearing this when we both were over there at Cox. There was not a radio station for our local artists to have an outlet. Now they got one. So I put all local artists in rotation. They play right next to Jay-Z. They play right next to Beyonce. They play right next to Chris Brown. So, I'm playing this girl named Seven, LDLH. This song sounds national, but she's right here from Birmingham. And I don't call my artists on my station local artists. I call them Birmingham-based artists.
Yes.
Right.
Because when you go to Atlanta, they don't call Outkast local. When you go to Atlanta, they're not calling Usher local.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
why can't we do the same thing here in Birmingham? That's what V94.9 is all about right there, Strick. We all about changing the game, shifting the narrative, showing people that you have an alternative.
That's
You know,
good.
you listen to them and you listen to us, you can tell the difference.
Chris, let me ask you this question. Now, I started to interrupt you a few minutes ago, and I apologize about that, but I do want to talk about you being named one of the top program directors in America. And this was off of Radio Inc. magazine. Now, this is a huge honor for you. And this is come out of the blue. This is something that you knew about, or
No, no, man. You know, if anybody know me, I always shift the accolades back to my team. I'm the type of leader where I lead from behind. I'm nothing without my team. I'm nothing without the home team morning show. I'm nothing without T. Carson at night. I'm nothing without Curtis Bell. I'm nothing without Ron Marshall. You know, I'm nothing without Ron January and my sales team. Once again, I'm just a vessel. I put things in place. I make the moves that I make. It's like playing chess. You know, I know when to let this rook go because I know I got this bishop right here that's gonna take that knife. You know, it's all about the games that you play
right?
and the moves that you make. So when it comes up to me, Strick, about getting this award, it totally came out of the blue. Now, Courtney was more excited than I was. Don't get me wrong, I was grateful for the award, man, but you know, I humble myself, man, because I think these are blessings that God has bestowed on me.
Right.
And my thing is, I just want to be a blessing to my team. Nobody understands, man, that a program director winning these awards didn't win them by himself. He won them with a team of people. They had to make sure and execute exactly what I wanted so the station could put forth a great product for me to get this award.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with that, I want to talk about somebody already made a comment. I'm sorry, Chris. I got to talk to Alo for just a
Well,
second. Somebody already made a comment, Alo, about how gorgeous you look tonight, and you do. And I
aw,
know Chris, and
thanks,
I've
big
known
bro.
Chris for a long time, and we could go back and forth. I don't want
Did you
to
hear
not.
me? I'm trying. I was like, but okay, okay. But yeah, so now we have a break. Shout out to everybody that is watching. Shout out to Miss Gloria Williams. Shout out to our boy LPZ. Shout out to Miss Valerie Bohr. Miss Tudor, we appreciate you for hanging out with us all these weeks, lady. Shout out to Miss Nancy Bell. Shout out to my soror, Ebony. Okay, and shout out to Kim Scott Strickland. Yes, boo. Shout out to Dedrick Jackson. And shout out to my girl Rakesia. I love you. Thank you for tuning in from Texas, baby. I appreciate you for being here. And also, I want to go back to a comment that Miss Nancy Bell said. She said Chris Coleman always told it like it is, real talk. And that just makes me think about your think tank, which I've been practicing saying that too. So where do you get your topics from? And I've tuned into a few of them, Mr. Coleman. And I mean, the stuff that you were talking about, like for real, is real talk, and it's so vital and it's so necessary. Why take your platform to talk about, things like Dwayne Wade's son, or things like how we're not taking the coronavirus seriously? Because I saw that one on yesterday, and I thought that was an amazing one. How you came out with all these numbers of people who are catching this virus and people who are not, being smart and having wisdom about it. I thought that was an awesome show. So why is it important to use your platform to talk about things that affect our community?
Well, because nobody else was doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to be that guy on the radio that when I come on at 2, but a bulk of my listeners don't join me until about 3:15, 3:30. In case you don't know, I started show prepping for this show the night before. So like usually around this time of the night, man, I'm watching C-SPAN, I'm watching CNN, I'm watching MSNBC, I'm watching BBC, I'm tuning into NPR. I'm going everywhere now. When I want to hear the lies being told to y'all, I go to Fox. That's who tell the lies. So, and let me tell you, the truth tastes so much better than a belly full of lies.
That's
You get what
funny.
I'm saying? So I go there to know what the other side is talking about, so I can be able to educate those that don't. Like, you ought to hear some of the conspiracy theories that you hear, and if you're not really vested in the craft of, really show prepping and Strick know about show prep.
Yes.
If you don't show prep, you
Mm-hmm.
can get caught out there with your behind out.
Right.
And the last thing you need is to be caught out there and not be credible.
Right.
True.
One of the main things I had to tell Strick and I had to tell Courtney is that if you're not credible, if you're not credible, there's no need for you to be on the radio.
Right.
When people come to the think tank, they know that I've done my homework. And I'll say, hey, you can Google this. Don't get it from me. You
Yeah.
can Google it. I've already researched 3, 4 different ways to get it.
Wow.
The way I come up with the numbers that you're talking about, I pay attention to the news. I get stuff fed to me through my email, like, hey, Chris, this is what's going on. I can pick up the phone and call the mayor. Hey, man, I need blah, blah, blah. Chris, no problem. I can call, Sheila Tyson. I can call, LaShonda Scales. Hey, I need, Chris, what you need. I got pastors I can pick up the phone and call. It's just that it's been 2 years of me being credible and being that guy that they know they can come to.
Right.
And people know that when I say it, you can bank on it because I've researched it. And I'm not going to give you. And then when somebody call me with I think that I'm like, whoa, where'd you get that from? If you can't tell me where you got that from, dude, like the day somebody told me before it hit the news that Fairfield had filed for bankruptcy. Well, I didn't get anything valid, and I said it on the air. Hey, I just got hit with Fairfield filed for bankruptcy. I don't know yet, but I'm just telling you what they're telling me. But once I find out, I'll let you know. I didn't find out till after I got off the air. So tomorrow, I'll be able to talk about it because now
Right.
I can call Herman Carnes, who sits on the city council. I can
Uh-huh.
call Cedric Norman, who sits on the city council, and say, hey, man, what happened? And then when I come on, hey, I got hit that tomorrow when I come on, Fairfield filed for bankruptcy, and here's why. You get what I'm
Wow.
saying? So
Yeah.
that's one thing I don't do. I never mislead my audience. And if I do make a mistake, I'm the first one. And I say this all the time, y'all. And I say it to kids and I've said it to mine. A wise man always acknowledges his mistakes.
Right.
Only a fool would argue and put the blame on others.
That's good.
Chris,
So I would acknowledge if I made a mistake.
hey, listen, while you're giving out some wisdom right here, I might as well bring out Big Prophet, you know what I'm saying, as part of this conversation, who has just as many years as a friend of yours as I do. And I know he always kind of adds a little bit to the conversation. So everybody, welcome with me, my dude, Big Prophet. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, what's happening? We all over the world, baby. It's Strick City Live, man. It's just a pleasure to be here with all these legends. What's up, my little sis, A-Lo?
Hey,
What
Big
up
Prophet.
with you? Man, Chris Coleman, what's the deal?
Man, what's going on? I call him Little Prophet now. Remember when he was Big Prophet? He's
Right.
Medium
Little
size.
Prophet now. And what I
I'm
mean by
medium
Little Prophet,
size.
he has shrunk a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Medium. I'm in between small and medium. Hey, Chris, first of all, man, I just want to congratulate you, man, for all of your accomplishments. And Strick, you're doing an awesome job, man. And what you're doing as well, y'all are very compatible in the things that y'all do as far as leading the toll for not just people in Birmingham and Alabama abroad, but for the world, really, because people are watching you that you don't even know are watching. But one of my main questions is, and Ayla's already given all of the letters, so we know you've done everything from A to Z. What's interesting to me is being an artist and being from Birmingham. Of course, you know a lot of my history. It's been hard, man. I'm known for being in the streets and pushing like 50,000 CDs out of my hands and still living out of that money now in this day and time. And I had my first opportunity through DJ Strick, of course, from the Gospel Jam show. And then you and I have been friends for a long time. And I've been pushing these records and showing myself worthy of it. But the radio stations, they won't pick up. And I heard you speak a little bit on how you playing artists right beside all of the major artists. And that's what I've been like screaming all the time. Like, what do we play? Well, just put us out there and give people an alternative and give them a choice. And I think that you're picking up the baton and running with it, man, and starting it actually, rather than picking it up, you're starting it. But what are your plans for people like me or other artists that are out there that's trying to get on, or they're doing certain kind of music? Are you looking for certain kind of music or certain artists? What's your qualifications for getting on over at 94.9 Variety Station, baby? I'm interviewing as you see. Go ahead.
Well, look, LP, LP, who's probably watching right now, can tell you
Shouts
all
out.
he did when he had his hood need a blessing was send it to me, and I put it right in rotation.
Right.
I try to give every artist, not every artist, because sometimes some stuff they send me is like, I don't know if I can use this. And what I don't do, I don't try to discourage them. I tell them in another direction, hey man, maybe you need to do it this way because what you're sending me, I can't use. I love to play it, but the way you got it formatted right here is not going to work for me and my radio station.
Got you. Got you.
And I try to advise them onto what program directors across the country is looking for. Here's one of my things. I don't like hip hop artists and R&B artists that's trying to sound like artists that are out there to get on the radio station.
Yes,
I already got a Lil Baby. I already got a Usher. I already got a Chris Brown. I need you to be original. Originality is the key. A lot of these artists, like it was a guy that was on our Talent You Need to Know Tuesday, and I thought it was a while back. I called the radio station like, man, when did y'all put how did y'all get Baby at the station? He sounded just like the Baby. Wow. And I'm like, but I already got the Baby on this radio station. I got Mike McClure's song. I put that in hot rotation when it came to me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're a local artist and let me tell you what else I do. If you got a hot song and your song is hot, and I've done this for Halo Wheeler, I've done this for Young Vocals, I've done this for Pastor Mike McClure, I've done this for Sherry Brown, I've done it for Alvin Garrett. Everybody's local. I take their song and I play it every hour, and I make the jock say, hey, that brand new song from Sherry Brown coming up in 20 minutes. So they know. So now I got them saying, man, 94.9 playing my song all day. That's what you got. You got to blow your Birmingham-based artists. They got to have a platform. If they don't have a platform, how you expect for B103 of Atlanta to play it, or WGCI Chicago to play your record, or Hot 97 New York to play it, or Power 96 down in Miami, or Q93 in New Orleans, or the big stations in Houston like the Box 97.9 The Box and Magic 102. These big stations across the country, and then when you go there, half the time the program director know me, so you say, man, Chris Coleman got my song in rotation. Chris Coleman playing.
That's right. That's right. So right.
He in rotation. Then they gonna call me. I'm like, yeah, I've been playing this in rotation for years, for months now. Okay, now they got a story to tell, and I don't mind telling that story with my local artists. And I don't like I said, I don't like to call them local artists because I think it puts them in a box.
Right.
That's why on my station they're Birmingham-based artists. I make them like Sir Charles Jones sent me his song "Be With You." I played that record all day when he first gave it to me. Wow. And now it's in rotation. And when they pop the mic, that's our very own Sir Charles Jones. You got to give your Birmingham-based artists a platform, and you can't be scared to play the music. And I ain't scared of nothing, man. I have no fear. The only thing I fear is God. I'm God-fearing. Wow. So I ain't scared to put it out there. If LP sent me his record, it went. And LP's record is still in rotation at the radio.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Chris, as you can tell, what I have here, I have Alo, who has been with me like since she was like 13. And then my man Big Prophet, we've been riding together. As you can tell, I have people that's been kind of on my team for a long time riding with me. But I also see you do the same thing. Like you have definitely taken people that have not only are very talented, like my man Homie. He was in Montgomery with you. He's in Birmingham with you. I mean, the dude, he is a real deal. Like running your morning show, you got Homie doing that and riding with you. So it wasn't just the fact that you came on with Courtney French and you made your way and you brought some people from out of town. Like you actually working with people you've been friends with, and then to get my girl Lady Wu on the
Yes.
station.
Yes.
Man, that
Yeah.
was huge, man.
Vital.
You gotta know how much Birmingham loves Lady Wu.
Yes, I
Yes.
do.
Like, what was your mindset behind like the people? And I can't, Bernie. You know what I'm saying? Let me not say his name, Bernie Mac. I mean, he's doing his thing. Benny, um,
Benny
uh,
Mac. Yeah.
Benny,
Yeah.
Drink.
Benny.
Yeah.
He's been doing this thing, and you got so many other people even behind the scenes that are working, to make a difference in the city on your radio station. Why do it that way?
Yes.
Well, when you building a team, you know, the morning show. I'm a football guy. Although I got on baseball stuff today, I'm a football guy. Um, your team is only as good as the team you put around you,
Mm.
and I
That's
like to
good.
build my team with people who I feel are smarter than me. Okay, uh,
Mm-hmm.
who could teach me something as I'm leading them.
Mm.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? So homie,
Noted.
homie is very intelligent. Benny Mack, very intelligent. T. Carson, very intelligent. Ron Marshall, who worked with my dad back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
very, very intelligent. And
Mm.
I learn from them. But it also makes me be a great leader.
Right.
My way might not be the right way.
Yeah.
I never try to tell my team no. They might see some stuff that I don't see, but it's up to me to put the play in. Like
Mm.
I could give Homie the play. Homie's my quarterback. The morning show is the quarterback of any radio station.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's my
Right.
quarterback.
Right.
If he can't move the ball, it's up to me to figure out, okay, what you need to help move this ball.
Mm-hmm.
Because where we
Mm.
are right now, we can't win 2 yards of carry. I
Yeah.
need 7, 8 yards of carry.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to the end zone, but right now you stagnant, on me. What do I need to get you there? So
Right.
it's like I know what I'm getting with homie. I know homie's faults. I know what can motivate homie. I know what I can tell when he's down, and I know he's going to do exactly what I need to get done.
Yeah.
That's why I have him on the team.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
T. Carson. T. Carson was a strip club DJ, y'all. Never did an ounce of radio on the air.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, when you hear him, he sounds like a seasoned pro.
Wow.
Now, I'm on them a lot because I hear things that they don't hear, but I give them an opportunity to breathe. When they do something wrong, I tell them what they did wrong, but I don't harp on the wrong because it's like a quarterback that throws an interception. When he throws that interception, he can't harp on the interception he just throw. You got another
Good
game to
stuff.
play. You
Good
get what I'm
stuff.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's the way that I'm coaching this team.
Mm-hmm.
All of them, Benny Mac, man, never did radio before. He said, man, what I got to do? I said, just be funny.
Right.
Be,
And
be,
that's he's a local comedian and business owner.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
he's
good
a
at
business
that.
owner. And
Yeah.
let me tell you something. I've learned so much from him that it ain't funny. It's
Wow.
certain stuff that Benny would say, and I go, whoa, 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 what? Wait, where'd you come up with that?
Mm-hmm.
Then there's certain things he's teaching me about social media that I didn't know. T.
Right.
Carson tells me stuff about social media that I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Homie is a master at this social media stuff. So now they've got me on it. Then they'll call me like, hey man, fix your screen a little bit. You can't, you're not supposed to look that way. And you Chris Coleman, dude. And I have to hear them say that to be like,
Yeah.
you're Chris Coleman,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going, okay. So now I'm learning camera angles and
Mm-hmm.
what to look like and how to talk. I had to learn that, and I learned that from them. You
Yeah.
can't be afraid to be a leader and learn from the team you put around you
Absolutely.
because you're only as good as the team you got around you.
So,
Yeah.
so y'all
Sounds
hear
just
that?
like you,
Alo,
Strick.
Prophet, y'all hear that? I'm only as
Sounds
good
just
as
like you,
y'all.
brother. You own it, though. You own it. I told you y'all comparable. Very.
listen,
Very.
listen,
Very.
listen. I'm
So
not. Go
also,
ahead,
I
A.
want to ask you a question too because you talked about your DJ. So what are you looking for in a DJ? Shouts out to DJ KC, who's my homeboy. I love hearing his mixes on Thursday mornings.
Sure.
The throwbacks. Shout out to DJ KC. Yeah, that's my homie. So, but what are you looking for in a DJ? Because you talked about T. Carson too. Like, so any DJs out there who are interested in getting on, what type of talent do you look for V94.9 as far as a DJ?
I'm looking for authenticity. I don't need, like, we already got a Chris Coleman on the radio station. You know, I already got a little homie on the radio station. You know, if your name is Robert Bell, I want you to be Robert Bell.
Gotcha.
If your name is, you know, Kathy Simmons, I need you to be Kathy Simmons.
Gotcha.
I can develop you as a talent, but you got to do diligent. You got to understand that it's a marathon, not a race. You got to understand that you ain't going to come in here tomorrow and think you're going to have my job the next day, because you don't know my struggle.
Right.
And what it is with some of these kids
No, they don't.
are coming up in these days right now, they walk in there like, I want his job. But you don't know what it takes to be in the job that I'm in, because they think it's easy to you sit in that chair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not there. You don't even know what it takes to build a clock. What I mean, and you know what I mean when I say build a clock, don't you, Strick?
I do.
Dude, building a clock is what builds the radio station.
Right.
What makes the radio is the vehicle that drives the radio station. Everything that I got on that station tells a story. From the drops to the top of the hour ID to going into the commercials to the jock talking, they're telling a story. You're supposed to turn my radio station on, and in 15 minutes go, I know what's going on. It should take you. If you got to sit here and listen to me for 30 minutes to figure out what's going on, I'm not doing my job. So that's the thing that is with the DJs. You got some DJs out here that want it. Then you got some DJs that want it right now.
Right.
Those that want it right now usually fizzle out because they don't have
Staying power.
the tenacity to stay in it. They don't want to get, you know, it. Look, I had my father there that advised me not to get in this. And I'm like, you crazy, man. I love this. Then my, you know,
your father was a DJ too, so that's
I'm a second generation radio head.
Yeah.
So, and what I did too, y'all, when I first started getting in the game, I started going to hear the news that was the best in the game. So I went to New York City and sat down and watched Red Alert, sat down and watched Kid Capri, sat down and hung out with Funkmaster Flex. These guys were the height of the game. These were the guys that was at all the national magazines. Then I got a chance to meet Greg Street, and he and I are buddies today, just from meeting. You know what I'm saying? We worked at the same radio station. I took his place down in Mobile. You get what I'm saying? So I wasn't afraid to go out and venture out to meet other DJs, go to conventions, learn the craft, study the craft. If you want to be great at this, you're going to have to take the steps to be great. And there's a lot of people, you know, think that what I'm doing is easy and think they can get in there and then 3 weeks later, I'm the program director, I'm running this thing. Nah, it don't work that way.
It don't.
Hey, Strick. Hey, Strick. I want to jump in right there, man, and just share something on my heart, because I was there through. Me and Chris been knowing each other a long time, as well as you and I, Strick, and I was there with him through a lot of this struggle, man, with this station and praying with him and so forth, and maybe he'll share some of that. But if not, I just want to hum on the fact of how important it is for us as a community to support him as a station from Birmingham that's supporting artists, because what we do as artists sometimes, myself included, a lot of times we procrastinate, man, and we get slowful and lazy in our support and supporting the people that support us. I think if we push, we need to push people that support us so that we can make room not only for ourselves but for others. And I know Chris, you know, he's humble, so he's not going to hum on that, but I'm going to hum on it for you, because I understand the importance of that, being an ex-business owner and being in the music industry and in this business. So to everybody that's watching the Strick City Live show tonight, please support this brother. Call him. Don't just try to go over there and just get a job where you get paid. Go over there and try to serve, because this radio station is doing a lot in the community. Go and help him to build and to feed the community and share and spread the news and get on your Facebooks and the 94.9 as well as District City Live. These are venues that we have an opportunity to be a part of, where you can't go to these other platforms and get on and talk and share your thoughts and opinions. But you can come here and do that. You can go to 94.9 V station and do that. So support the station in every way possible. It don't take you nothing to click your share button. It ain't a commodity. Go ahead.
Hey,
I like that.
it is true. It is true. Like a lot of times people get so into self that they miss an opportunity to support. And Chris, I will tell you this: you've been so great to us. You've been so great to all of us in the community. You have always stopped and had conversations with me, and I really
Yes.
do appreciate it. So this is what I want to do. Do you have any, as we wrap it up, you got any shout outs you want to give? Anything that you want to say to the people?
No, I just want um, black business owners to understand it's a new day, and what we can't have you not being there for this radio station.
Mm,
Uh, you have a business, we have a business.
mm,
My radio station sounds just as good as the other ones.
That's
Okay?
right.
The best part about this radio station is my owner lives right here in Birmingham. He's not in Nashville. He's not in San Antonio. He's not in LA.
yeah.
He's right here.
Yes.
If you need to call and talk to him, you have his number. You know what I'm saying? If there's something that you need, we're right here. I asked him when I first got here, you guys, if we was gonna move the radio station out of Inslee, and he said no. So with that in mind, man, I'm just asking if you are a black business owner, you know, the reason this platform is here, it takes money to keep it here. It takes
That's right.
money for those antennas. It takes money for the equipment. It takes money to keep everybody employed. All I'm saying is we want to be a vehicle for your business, but you got to want to give us the opportunity to do business with you. And I don't know what we have to do. You know exactly what we're going through right now with this pandemic. You got a president that don't care about your business, and here you got a radio station that cares about your business, that wants to do business with you. So all I'm saying is, if you want this vehicle to be for Strick City, if you want this vehicle to be for his wife Kim, who has a dynamite album, you
Thank
know,
you, sir.
I play
Yes.
about 4 or
Yes.
5 songs
Yes.
off of it right now on the radio station. You know, Big Profit, you know, he has music. And if you want your local, your Birmingham-based talent to be heard, you know, we're the only radio station that's doing it. I'm not playing them no one day
Yeah.
after month and one night at 11 o'clock at night
Right.
on a Sunday night. They're playing 24 hours a day on my radio station. So this is the type of radio station you need. This is the type of radio station that you want. And we want to be that vehicle to help drive it. But it's gonna take you. That's all I'm saying, man. Just shouts out to all of my African American businesses that's looking for a way, and we got several ways to get the word out for your business.
That's
Yes.
what's up,
Yes.
man. Chris, thank you
Shouts
so
out to
very
your
much.
staff, man.
Thank you so very much, Chris, for your time. You know what? We told all of our guests in the beginning because Alo and I made a list of people that we wanted to kind of get on, and I'm so happy that I got such a reputation with people like yourself that you'll be willing to take out the time. I know you got like a whole bunch of stuff to do today, but for you to take out this little bit of time to hang out with your boy DJ Strick, man, I really do appreciate it.
Well, man, look, you guys don't understand. I've been doing my show from right here at my home. I'm gonna turn it around and let y'all see. See, I've been doing my show from the house.
That's the
Oh,
studio.
wow.
That's the studio,
Wow.
and that's
Wow.
the living room. And I had to use the living room because of what we have, all the equipment that I need.
Yeah.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
I've been doing my show from my home here for about I want to say since the first part of April, and it's been life changing. It's been I'm type 2 diabetic, so I can't be out like that, and the coronavirus is susceptible to me.
Right.
So
Right.
that's why Courtney was like, "You're doing your show from your house," and he got the equipment for me to be able to broadcast from here to him.
That's
Wow.
So everything
Wow.
y'all been hearing for the past 35 days been right here.
I
And,
wouldn't
That's
have
amazing.
right.
Amazing.
I
I
wouldn't
would
have
have known. I wouldn't have known the difference. Cause it's reaching out here to 280.
hey,
Hey, that signal going.
hey man, and we still moving, man.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
right.
before I leave y'all, I have my own radio app.
Okay.
It's called Chris Coleman Radio. It's playing music right now. Um, Courtney French gives me the opportunity to talk about my app on his radio station.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, it was
What's
his
up?
idea.
Wow.
What's up?
Shouts out to
So-
Courtney, man.
Hey man, he like, Chris, use the platform for you as well. So, I have that. It's Chris Coleman Radio. I think as of tomorrow, I will be on Alexa. So you can say, hey, Alexa, play Chris Coleman Radio Network, and my music will come on.
That's what's up,
Wow.
man.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I'm hoping to get that email anytime now because we've been working on that.
Huge.
So I'm moving in some directions, man. I have my own website and everything. So man, hey, I'm trying to do big things like you, Strick.
Hey, I'm right behind you, brother. Again,
You're
thank you
all over
so
the
very
world.
much, Chris. Thank you so very much for your time tonight. And
Thank
I'm
you.
just at awe
Yeah.
at what you do. Keep doing it, brother. We're going to support everything that's going on with your network and with V94.9. And I got to do this. We have so many things happening, guys. All around the country. We have more and more guests coming. So every Tuesday, every Thursday night at 8 o'clock, I'm going live. It's Central Standard Time. You get your boy DJ Strick, A-Lo, and Big Profit comes through. What a wonderful night to spend with your boy Strick, right? Hey, listen, you guys have done a great job supporting me. Share this with people you know. So if you got somebody that need to know about Chris Coleman, what he's doing in Birmingham, name one of the top program directors. Y'all people need to know him. Share it with people that you know that need to know about Chris Coleman. Hey, we're going to do this again really soon. Thursday night, it's a virtual party. The reunion party is coming up, and I don't want you to miss it. So again, thank y'all for the night, and it's been our time. God bless you.
We live?
Strick City.
Woo! Strick City, all over the world.
City.